Hi friends, today's video is about celiac trunk. Celiac trunk is one of the ventral branches of the abdominal aorta. It is the artery of foregut and hence supplies all the structures derived from the foregut, namely the lower end of esophagus, the stomach, upper part of the duodenum up to the opening of bile duct, the liver, spleen and greater part of the pancreas. Coming to its origin and length. The celiac trunk arises from the front of the abdominal aorta, just below the aortic opening of the diaphragm, at the level of vertebral disc between the 12th thoracic and the first lumbar vertebrae. It is about 1.25 cm long. It ends by dividing into three terminal branches, namely the left gastric artery, the common hepatic artery, and the splenic artery. Coming to its relations. The celiac trunk is surrounded by the celiac plexus of nerves. On the right side, it is related to the right crest of the diaphragm, the right celiac ganglion, and the caudate process of the liver. To the left side, it is related to the left crest of the diaphragm, the left celiac ganglion, and the cardiac end of stomach. Anteriorly, it is related to the lesser sac and the lesser omentum. Inferiorly, it is related to the body of pancreas and the splenic vein. So, coming to its branches, we have three branches, namely the left gastric artery, which is the smallest, the splenic artery, which is the largest, and the common hepatic artery. First, going into the left gastric artery. The left gastric artery is the smallest of all the three branches of the celiac trunk. It runs upwards to the left behind the lesser sac to reach the cardiac end of the stomach. Here, it turns forwards and enters the lesser omentum to run downwards along the lesser curvature of the stomach. It ends by anastomosing with the right gastric artery. It gives off 2 or 3 esophageal branches to supply the lower end of the esophagus and numerous gastric branches along the lesser curvature of the stomach. Coming to the common hepatic artery. The common hepatic artery runs downwards, forwards and to the right behind the lesser sac to reach the upper end of the first part of the duodenum. So this is the first part of the duodenum. After that, it runs upwards as the proper hepatic artery in front of the portal vein and to the left of the bile duct within the right free margin of the lesser omentum. We know in the porta hepatis, we have the portal vein more posteriorly. So, more posteriorly we have the portal vein. Anterior to that we have the hepatic artery and to the right we have bile duct. So, in the right free margin of the lesser omentum, the artery runs in front of the portal vein and to the left of the bile duct. Within the porta hepatis, it terminates by dividing into right and left hepatic branches. Coming to their branches, it gives gastroduodenal artery. This is a large branch that arises from the common hepatic artery at the upper border of the first part of the duodenum. So, the hepatic artery up to this origin is known as common hepatic artery. After the origin of the gastroduodenal artery, the part distal to it is known as the proper hepatic artery. So, the gastroduodenal artery runs downwards behind the first part of the duodenum and it divides at its lower border into superior pancreatico-duodenal artery and the right gastroepiploic artery. The right gastroepiploic artery enters the greater omentum and follows the greater curvature of the stomach, and it ends by anastomosing with the left gastroepiploic artery. The superior pancreatico-duodenal artery, often represented by two branches, that is, it divides into anterior and posterior branches. Then they run along the pancreatico-duodenal groove and ends by anastomosing with the respective branches of the inferior pancreatico-duodenal artery, which is a branch from the superior mesenteric artery. Next, we have the right gastric artery, which arises from the proper hepatic artery. So, it arises very close to the gastroduodenal artery and It runs to the left along the lesser curvature of the stomach, and it ends by anastomosing with the left gastric artery. Finally, we have the cystic artery, which arises from the right hepatic artery. It passes behind the common hepatic duct and the cystic duct to reach the upper surface of the neck of the gallbladder. Here, it divides into superficial branch to supply the inferior surface of the gallbladder and a deep branch to supply the superior surface of the gallbladder. Now, the last branch of the celiac trunk is the splenic artery. So, this is the largest branch and can be well seen in this diagram. So, this is the splenic artery. It runs horizontally to the left along the upper border of the pancreas behind the lesser sac. It crosses the left suprarenal gland and the upper part of the left kidney to enter into the lienorenal ligament, through which it reaches the hilum. Here, it terminates by dividing into 5 to 7 splenic branches. Coming to the branches of the splenic artery, it gives off numerous pancreatic branches to supply the body as well as the tail of the pancreas. One of the branches to the body of pancreas is large and is known as Arteria pancreatica magna. Another branch to the tail of the pancreas is large and it is known as Arteria cora pancreatis. These large arteries anastomose with the left branch of the dorsal artery, which may arise from one of the following arteries, from the superior mesenteric or the middle colic or the hepatic or the celiac. Now, it also gives 5 to 7 short gastric branches from the terminal part of the splenic artery that runs in the gastrosplenic ligament and supply the fundus of the stomach. We have the left gastroepiploic artery arising from the terminal part of the splenic artery that runs downwards in the greater omentum following the greater curvature of the stomach. It ends by anastomosing with the right gastroepiploic artery. So, both the gastroepiploic arteries, as the name suggests, supply both the stomach as well as the greater omentum. So, that is about the celiac trunk. Hope you understood and thanks for watching. If you find the video useful, kindly like and subscribe.